should be live now. What's going on? Am I live? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Okay. Everything stable there? Hey. Hey, Fix It All, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Alright, enough fooling around. Let's get started. I don't have any previous save data, so I think I'm good. I seek Indigo. American Dream, huh? Yeah, it took me, well... Oh, I know his voice alright. I loved it before I even started playing. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble getting this game to work at first. The second I started it up, I noticed it wasn't in full screen, so I decided to go to the settings and change that, and then when I clicked change the full screen, it did something really weird where it appeared to just sort of shrink in size, and then it just wouldn't register my input commands, and unless I hit the Windows button and move my mouse around, only then it registers my movements, and it's almost as if like a register and control detection wise, I'm probably not wording this right, it does act like full screen. It just doesn't appear full screen, which kind of makes it tricky to figure out, looking for those invisible buttons that aren't where it looks like they are. Did I weird out? I never really thought of that connection before, honestly. I will admit, the game doesn't seem to be running quite as smoothly on my end as I've seen in a couple Let's Plays. Oh, that's how I collect. I mean, I usually have my stream set to 30 FPS on OBS capture, just so it doesn't turn into like a blurry, pixelated mess. All the collectibles, I'll see what I can do. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I prefer live streaming on PlayStation 5 because I feel that it has a much more well-organized stream setup. And a much more comfortable one, too. Not to mention, it's much easier to engage and keep up with the chat because the chat comments appear on screen and there's a text-to-speech voice and like PlayStation's built-in streaming interface. Whereas using like OBS and all this stuff set up here, not the most comfortable setting, and sometimes I have to look down at my phone to keep up with the chat, which I might not always be able to. Maxed on 30 FPS. Oh, that's it right there. Well, I hope this doesn't cause anything to happen. I just realized I should probably be playing this with the lights off.
Hi there, and welcome to Indigo Park, the world's most innovative and engaging family fun experience. Check out to the world with your favorite character.
I just realized something. Not only can I kind of see a bit of the Weird Al vibe, but now I'm just picturing someone making like AI covers of Rambling singing Weird Al songs. It's just ridiculous.
Will help you begin your adventure in the park.
Who sent me a message on Twitch? I guess it's running a little smoother now. A little inconsistent though. It was a little choppier outside. Yeah, I'm actually debating whether or not if I should get a Rambly plush pre-order from Makeshift or not. I thought about it. I'm not entirely sure. Like I'll admit I do have a bit of a habit of like spending more money than I should. So I'm trying to like get that.
I'm Rambly.
Trying to get that under control.
And it's my job to make sure your experience here at Indigo Park is registered. Let me just
Yeah, I have seen a couple Let's Plays of this game, though playing it hands-on.
Is this your first time here at the park? Or did you just get plastic surgery? No worries. It's Rambly Tuesday, so you qualify for a big discount.
Well, I haven't been here in years. You probably don't recognize me, kind of the, how long has it been? Like 8 years by now? Plus I got like a full-on beard now. That's probably why you don't recognize me. I'm just picturing myself as the main character here. Alright, now can I go in the door? No? Oh, I guess I go outside now. I don't know.
What's the hold up? The gate is open. Head on into the entryway.
Trying.
Hold on. My mistake. The gate is not open.
I can see that.
There must be an error message being sent from the gate's power unit. Lucky you.
Well, as you might have guessed, or tell by the title, I'm Canadian, and when I actually like went to like the checkout process on the Makeshift website of getting a Rambly plush, and as far as I'm aware, I think the full shipping cost would be around the price for the item plus the shipping fee to Canada would be about $60 Canadian.
Seems to be inoperable. Looks like it's missing a piece. Can you find it?
Well, that might sound. I'll say this much. That might sound like a lot for like U.S. currency. It's very easy to get U.S. and Canadian dollars confused because like. Where am I? I'm guessing I wasn't supposed to do that, or was I? Because I literally can't see anything now. I mean, there's atmospheric dark, and then there's blind dark. And this is pretty much blind dark. I literally can't see anything except the lever. It's like, wow, like, I thought... Yeah, that is a tad expensive. Anyway, the best comparable example I can give is that, I guess, like, $1 US is equal to $1.30 Canadian. And, for the average price of a AAA video game, in US it's $60 US, and in Canada it's $80 CAD. I'm not sure if that means anything when comparing this to the price of the Rambly plush, but either way, it's a lot of money. And, I mean, technically I can afford it, but at the same time, I do have a bad habit of overspending, like, in impulse buying more than I should. I'm trying to get that under control. And I might, not to mention, I do have to pay for my next semester of college soon, and I need to have a specific amount in order to cover that. I want to make sure I have enough for that by the time I need to do it. Wait, why can't I... Is that not the door? Why can't I get out? What the... How did I... Well, I feel like a complete idiot now. You know, it's weird how I can solve, like, really complex problems, in a lot of cases, but here I couldn't even figure out that I disabled the flashlight and I need to turn it back on. Yeah, it's one of those, I guess, this kind of relates to one of those things I have where I know I'm smart, but at the same time I lack in confidence of that. Yeah, I'm still trying to overcome that. Yeah, the cog. Alright, where's the cog? Right now I'm just picturing that, I'm picturing that bit from Conker's Bad Fur Day where, Conker has to go find the lost cogs, and they're all, like, living cogs with, like, pretty eyes and lipstick, and the, and when he puts it on the thing, right underneath this, this really grumping looking gear guy, he goes, "Oh yeah, put it on. Oh yeah, I like it like that." Because it looks like the gear is... You'll have to look it up to see what I mean if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's hilarious. There we go. Ah, it's bright. glad this flashlight has infinite battery.
Okay, for real this time. Welcome to Indigo Park.
Yeah, it looks very natural. Is this does the park open right away with the greenhouse? The open roof greenhouse? No, not gonna lie. Like this place actually does look pretty nice. I can only imagine what it would be like to play this in virtual reality. Yeah. Then again, I guess I don't know if this game ever. I don't know if.
Every guest needs a critter cup that will allow you access to reserved areas, charge payments to your room, and wear a critter cup. Look at this, some in the gift shop. Head in there and I'll get you set up.
I don't know if Unique Geese will ever do anything like that, because like adapting this into VR is difficult for almost any game.
Your very own critter cup. A new way to interact with the park.
And especially you know, I think it's even harder for indie games, honestly. I guess in some way. I could be wrong though. Maybe it depends. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through the chat here, seeing if there are any messages I missed. Collectibles, you got it. Let's see. When you're in a whole gift shop full of this stuff, it's hard to tell what's collectible and what's not. Oh, like I was saying, I don't know if they're... I don't know. Sorry, I'm a bit tired.
Uh-oh, the door mysteriously locked. Why not test out your band and save the day?
I don't know if there ever will be like a virtual reality version of Indigo Park. I guess I can't go over here. But it would be cool if there was. Meantime, I think basically the closest thing to that that currently exists is, you may or may not have heard me mention it before. I played it before on my channel. Happy Funland. In fact, quite coincidentally, this is actually, as far as I'm aware, the second mascot horror game that takes place in an abandoned amusement park inspired by Disneyland, in some ways. A couple months before this game came out, there's another game called Happy Funland, a virtual reality horror game that takes place in like this dark, twisted parody of Disneyland.
Hooray! Great work, buddy. Now try entering the park, and we can start our Indigo adventure.
It's very similar in some ways. I mean, it plays noticeably differently. Given that it's a VR game, there's a lot more like direct interactivity and a lot more combat too. Sorry. terms of like exploring the park, going on rides, and just having that general atmospheric, abandoned, haunted theme park experience, both games do it quite well. Happy Funland does go a little more in depth with the amusement park aesthetic. Like, there's a lot more rides you can ride. There's a lot more places you can explore. Then again, this is only one chapter of the game, so I'm not sure if that's really a fair comparison. Whereas like Happy Funland is like a full game. I think it's like a 3-4 hour game ish. Yeah, the VR games aren't typically super long as far as I'm aware. At least not compared to, like, you know, regular games. Oh, that's how I sprint. Glad to know there's no stamina meter or anything. Outside the gate. Jeez, I'm tired. Just had a nap before I started, and I'm still outside the gate. Can I still get in there? Now, I'm probably not gonna get like every single collectible there is. I kind of just want to take this naturally in, one step at a time, and see how it goes. Yeah, sorry if the constant yawning is getting annoying. I'm trying not to make too much noise while doing it. Does it cost anything? Happy Funland? Yeah, it's not free like this game currently is. It's I actually don't remember how much it costs. Like it doesn't cost as much as an average AAA game. I'll say that. It's cheaper. It was published by Perp Games, the same people who published Madison VR, which is one of their more well-known VR horror titles. And they're also the publishers of VR Skater, sort of like a virtual reality Tony Hawk Pro Skater sort of thing, I think. Oh, so I'm supposed to go in here? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of afraid that one of the mascots might come in out of nowhere and forcefully inject me with heroin and send me on a trip. A really scary one. A bit of a spoiler of one of the things that happens in Happy Funland. I just said there. Like walking in one of the bathrooms, one of the living mascots just like straight up injects you with something, and you go on like a really horrifying drug trip. It's like reality is distorting all around you, and you don't even know what's happening. And well, it's technically you know what's happening, but you don't know if what you're seeing is real or not. Yeah. Fun fact: I actually got a physical copy of Happy Funland when it came out for PS5, PlayStation VR 2. I got the souvenir edition.
For the inconvenience, your Rambling Tuesday discount will be 3% off. Why not sell
Free.
this great deal with the pride of my
Oh, okay, I'm supposed to go in there first. Yeah.
Data suggests you may be a bit older than the target audience for this ride, but it's one of my favorites. Do you know why Rambly the raccoon loves Rambling's railroad?
I like trains. I'm sure I'm not the only one who thought of that classic line when... Alright, in the train we go. Yeah, and like I was saying before, the physical version of Happy Funland, I'll let him speak. In the physical version, it actually comes with, it's called the Souvenir Edition. It's called the Souvenir Edition because it actually comes with like actual souvenirs, like the fancy looking postcard for the theme park and a map of the entire park. Like in the game, you can actually like pull up a map so you know where you are and where you want to go. And there's actually like a physical map that comes in the physical game case. It's really cool. Oh, that voice though. Do you want me to do what? You look a little more greenish blue, or am I just colorblind? It's VR and desktop. Happy Funland? No, as far as I'm aware, it's VR only. It's available on PlayStation VR 2, MetaQuest, and PC VR, I think. Like Steam VR. It's available on Steam. It requires a headset. Oh, there's, it's pronounced Salem. Don't really know how to spell the name. Don't worry, Rambly, I'll fix you up. I actually played Happy Funland on my channel, live streamed a little while ago. If you want to go check it out. After the stream, of course. Oh, fun fact, I actually just created a community subreddit and Discord server for Happy Funland recently. Because I feel the game isn't getting nearly the amount of love or recognition it deserves. And I figured I want to try and help this game build up a decent following or community to interact with each other around it. Not sure if I worded that right, but you know what I mean. Yeah, feel free to join if you want, if you're interested. Yeah, it's up to you if, once again, you do need a VR headset in order to play it, but if you don't have one, that's fine. I at least recommend checking out a Let's Play of it, like, oh, A Wolf in VR. There's a YouTuber named A Wolf in VR, who actually played the game all the way through, and his Let's Play is both not only the biggest one on YouTube, but definitely the best, too. It was really fun to watch. Yes, there are a few rides in Happy Funland that are a lot like this train ride. Like, like there's this one called Feral Squirrel's Nutty Excursion, I think.
Do not shame me with that common folk name. I am the proud, the prestigious, the professional Lloydfoot L. Lion, actor extraordinaire.
Great act, Lloyd.
Of course it was.
Yeah. Pretty epic, Lloyd. Sorry if that joke was, I probably could have thought of that better, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this train ride, it was pretty fun for the most part. I bet it'd be more fun to experience it in VR, like, not as much happening as there was in the Feral Squirrel ride, but still fun.
Now you know all about my friends. So where do you want to go?
Oh, I actually asked Unique Geese during one of his live streams if Indigo Park takes any inspiration from Happy Funland, and he confirmed that it does not. It just happens to be a coincidence that both games take place in an abandoned amusement park, reminiscent of Disneyland. In fact, he actually goes into a bit more detail, saying he knows of the game, but there are some like very noticeable differences between the two. One of the most noticeable being is that the Happy Funland is rated M for mature, and it has a lot more adult humor in it, and a lot of like very raunchy humor and weirdly sexual vibes sometimes. Particularly with some of the rides, like it'll really make you question how were kids allowed at this park. Like, I understand this was like in the 1940s, the park was in its prime, and apparently there's like a lot of cigarette propaganda reminiscent of that era, saying like encouraging kids to smoke, which was unfortunately very common back in those old days, as far as I'm aware. Like my grandma's been smoking since she was like 11. Honestly, I'm surprised that I'm surprised she's still going strong. She's got a strong heart. Probably not a good idea to eat those. I'm sure they were good at one point. That donut down there doesn't look too bad. Yeah, again, probably best don't take chances. Ooh. Yeah, sorry if I've been talking a little too much about Happy Funland, but it is the game I immediately thought of when I first saw this game. Like a lot of people compare Indigo Park to games like FNAF Security Breach or Poppy Playtime, saying it's like those games but better. I guess it kind of is in some way, but the game that this particular game reminded me the most of was Happy Funland, mainly because of the whole like abandoned Disney-esque theme park theme. Like, I'm surprised that hasn't been utilized in a lot of the games very often that I know of. There's the Lloyd Theater. Or should I go check out something else first? Yeah, true. Give us something good to talk about.
Come on here.
Okay.
This here's an information kiosk. If there's anything around the park you want to ask me about, just stop by here and I'll ramble on about it.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a rambling cup. Nothing beats the taste of fresh rambleberry juice drunk directly out of my plastic, lifeless head. You found my buddy Finley. No, he's really shy. Like, too shy. Like, obnoxiously shy. He's got a good heart. I hope you get to meet him someday.
Hopefully.
Ooh, I got this. I know the commercial by heart.
Wow, it's the unlimited edition Gremlin the Raccoon's Fraction figure. Push him down and he jumps. Push him up and he doesn't. Only $19.99 at your favorite toy store.
1999, huh? Yeah, I will say, yes, there is a little critter mascot in Happy Funland as well, but let's just say Randy Rodent is not quite as friendly and cuddly as Rambly is. Like if you look up Happy Funland and take a look at Randy Rodent, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's like a lot of cartoon designs from the 1930s and 40s were pretty creepy when you look at them nowadays, with like the beady Pac-Man shaped eyes and whatnot. But Randy Rodent takes it quite a step further. Hey, Artful Magic, what's up? Yeah, you're right. They should have made it that. Indigo Park, but everybody's evil. Well, I guess you're not entirely wrong.
You're at Jetstream Junction. Oops. Looks like Jetstream Junction's being tuned up. Last I checked, there's a security office in the back of the theater. Maybe a friendly wrangler can help you get in.
As far as I'm aware, in the park, your only like actual friend is like the boat guy who takes you there. He's like this guy, like, he seems cool. He's friendly for the most part. That he never shuts up. He's like, he talks in like this. I'm not sure if I'd say hillbilly-ish voice, but I don't know, some kind of. I'm gonna admit I'm not overly familiar with a lot of the different variations of different American accents, but so I'm not sure exactly how to describe it. But the best I can do is maybe try and do an impression from him from memory. Oh yeah, he is quite a rambler as well. I guess you'd compare him to Rambly in that sense. I can try and do an impression of him from memory. I'm not sure how good it'll be, though. Like, sorry, you don't remember anything about what happened to the park years ago? With all the tragedies caused by Mort Grizzly and his little companion Randy Rodent? I'm not sure. He probably didn't say those words exactly, but that's... My memory is fuzzy. It's been a while since I played the game. Either way, like you communicate with him through radio, and he talks to you non-stop a lot. And there he is. It's funny how Mad Pat was so busy looking for collectibles around the theater, he completely missed the big arse lion just laying there. Cold School Cowboy. Now you'll have to like look up a Let's Play or something to know exactly what I'm talking about, to know what he sounds like. I missed him walk away. Oh well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, fun fact. The yeah, basically like the evil parody of Walt Disney, Mort Grizzly. He's voiced by the same voice actress of Dr. Eggman. and Sonic X, I think.
Hey, buddy. Got eyes all over the park, but I can't see anything behind the stage. You're going back there. Be careful. The critter cuff is not yet able to resuscitate you.
Like, to sum up more Grizzly in a nutshell, he's basically, well, he's basically, like, imagine if Walt Disney was a complete greedy, selfish scumbag, even more infamously than he already was known to be. And he was 100% brutally honest about it. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. Like, I like how the game doesn't take itself too seriously and just embraces how unhinged and ridiculous it is at times. Yeah. Hey, Bacon Boy, what's up? You just played Indigo Park on your channel recently as well? Cool. So yeah, I don't remember the guy's name, but basically, he drives a boat and he steers you through like this swamp filled with alligators in Florida, and takes you to the abandoned ruins of Happy Funland. I don't know if like if he owed you a favor or if you paid him to do it. Either way, he was sort of like your guide through your transportation there. And he like fills you in some details on stuff that happened in the past with the park. And unfortunately, he can't really help you directly going into the park with you and whatnot. Not because he's too scared to, but because he physically can't, because apparently his legs got eaten off by gators. So yeah, he's legless. So yeah, like driving around in the boat is driving around in the boat is probably his only way of getting around the place, around where the game takes place in. I don't want to spoil too much, but I just like talking about it. I feel like not nearly enough people talk about it. Larry, that's his name, right? It's been a while since I've actually played the game. Admittedly, I don't remember how far I got into the game. I don't think I finished the game yet, but I did make quite a bit of progress. Now, which would I say is the better game about exploring an abandoned amusement park? Hard to say. They're both pretty good in their own ways. And plus, once again, they do play a little differently. One is a VR game with more like direct immersion and interactivity. I will say this game definitely has more charming characters for sure, with more personality. Not that the characters from Happy Funland didn't have any. Like I will say, I think one of my favorite characters in Happy Funland is Feral Squirrel. Like he's basically his character is like pretty similar to Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day, but even more, but he's like even crazier and maybe a little more simplified. He's an alcoholic, and a drug addict, and a bit hedonistic, I think, because he really likes to go to strip clubs and whatnot, and yes, this all happened on supposedly a kid's ride where first like you go down like on this car ride. It's a dark ride, so like everything sort of like glows up and whatnot. It's pretty cool. First you see him like sitting on the couch saying like he's feeling really squirrely up in here, like he's feeling ill and nutty. He wants to go out for a night on the town or something like that. First you see him stealing from the liquor store, and then you see him going down to a strip club, and then going to his drug dealer, and then like the whole dark ride, like everything turns like really trippy, displayed everywhere. Like you see him with like 3 heads sort of distorted and mashed into one to get off the, like what you see while on drugs. And then it ends with him getting arrested and thrown into a mental hospital for the criminally insane. Oh, hey Justin, what's up? I'm Nobody TV. You're what to this video? Oh yeah, yeah. Apparently one of the one of the squirrel strippers looks a lot like Sally Acorn from the classic Sonic the Hedgehog Saturday morning cartoon show and Archie comics. And one interesting thing is that apparently Mark Grizzly is a furry. Probably one of the very first ever established, because like back in like the 1940s, I don't think furries were really a thing exactly. At least not in like an established community or subculture sort of way. Yeah. Oh yeah, Artful Magic. You were there when I streamed the game, right? That was fun. Yeah. So I'm not sure if I can really say which of these is a better game, Indigo Park or Happy Funland. They both have their pros and cons. I will say, given that Happy Funland is much more obscure and strictly a VR game, it's a lot less accessible than this game is. Not to mention, I guess, this game being free also gives it a bit of an accessibility advantage on top of that. I do think Happy Funland doesn't get nearly the amount of recognition, love, or support it deserves. And not to mention, a lot of the media has sort of been like unfairly hating on it a bit too much. It's not a perfect game by any means. It has quite a few bugs. It had a little bit of a rough state at release. It's actually a good thing that I decided to wait until the game came out physically. I pre-ordered a physical copy, and which came out like a couple months after the or a month or two after I think about a month after the digital release, and I'm glad because they did improve the game after that. Alright. Oh Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure Indigo Park will definitely be a much better game when more chapters come out. Who knows? Yeah, very responsive spacebar, I'll say that. I wasn't quite sure how this would control, but the controls are actually a lot more, like, really responsive than I thought. So it's like, normally with the games of this style, there's like maybe a slight amount of input delay. But there's like pretty much zero here. Impressive, honestly. Yeah, man, I do like the aesthetic of two-dimensional retro sprites on like a 3D plane. It gives off a bit of a Klonoa vibe. Not sure how many people have compared it to that. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, you got a new Star Wars Hunter game? Oh, cool. New Dark Zoo game? I can't say I'm familiar with it. Yeah. Matter of fact, I was actually thinking about doing like a No Rules Duels episode of a battle between Rambly Raccoon versus Randy Rodent. I'm not quite sure how I'd be able to animate that, honestly. Maybe if someone is there a sprite sheet for like Rambly Raccoon from this game here? Like a Zoocosis. Can't say, I haven't heard of it. Like the Rambleberry Woods game, this minigame here, like is there a Rambly sprite sheet from this minigame available? If so, I could probably use it to animate with. And I could probably just take Randy Roan's head and put it on like a Mickey Mouse sprite's body, use that for animation. I mean, if you look at the trailers for Happy Funland, Randy Roan's head is pretty much just a still PNG plastered over a fully animated body. It's kind of weird, honestly. Ow. Couldn't really look at that. Oh, that was interesting. Rambly Rush, that's it. So what do you think? Do you guys think I should do Rambly Raccoon versus Randy Rodent? You know, just for fun. I'm not really going to do like a really in-depth research show-off showdown episode or anything. Animals become killer monsters, huh? Oh, cool. really clear, sadly. Oh, what is that? I guess Ramby will tell me more about it.
No, this is horrible. Looks like Molly crashed into the light again.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Though, your pal Bradley has the repairman on speed dial.
I am a little bit busy with the current project, though. The upcoming episode of Show Off Showdown, RZ versus Asha. I'm still working on that.
The number you have dialed has been disconnected or is no longer in service. Please check the number and dial again.
Say, why don't you check out Molly's landing pad? It's not far from here, and it's a great cool down after that exhilarating ride. Just take a down from Molly's rooftop races.
Okay. Even with the flashlight's really dark. So yeah, for those of you who are new to my channel, my main series on the channel is a versus series called Show Off Showdown. It's something I've been doing for quite a few years now. It's basically in the same genre as YouTube shows like Death Battle and Cartoon Fight Club. That's about the shortest I could sum it up. And the latest episode I'm currently working on is RZ versus Asha. If you don't know who those characters are, RZ is from this game that came out earlier this year called RZ the Jewel of Faramore. It's basically like a retro throwback to those infamous CDI Zelda games. You know, the ones that like everyone made like YouTube poop memes out of back in the early days of YouTube. But the game's actually good. And Asha is the protagonist of Monster World 4. And like I think it's like an entry in like the classic Wonder Boy series. And in recent years it got a remake called Wonder Boy, Asha, and Monster World. To be honest, I don't know when the full episode will be finished. I did finish all of the animation. All of the sprite animation, all of the CDI style pre-fight cutscenes animation. And I've even created 2 alternate endings of both characters winning. Since I'm not entirely sure who's going to win yet, I still need to finish doing the research before I come to an official conclusion. So yeah, I guess the one who officially wins, I'll include that upload separately. Oh, hold on a second, I gotta set another hour of data. Mine just went up. Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, my internet is terrible, so I have to use a hotspot from my iPhone every time I stream. Yeah, because my house's internet is really bad. Like, I can't even describe how bad it is. Like, my family's currently living in this pretty old house, or where all its Wi-Fi is. The internet, it runs through copper wire. Yeah, it really is that bad. It's like... Okay. Star? Star. Okay. Oh, by the way, yeah. I don't know how long it's going to take to finish RZ versus Asha. That mainly depends on how long it's going to take me to complete all of the in-depth research and whatnot. So, because I don't know who's officially going to win yet, I created alternate outcomes for both characters. Now, you can actually, if you want to see like the full animation sequence for the episode, sprite animation, cutscenes, both alternate endings, long before the episode is officially finished and released. You can actually get early access by it's available exclusively on my Patreon. Only for early access is only for members of the RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Patrons. I know it's cheesy, but hey, you gotta get a theme that stands out, right? Here we go. I should have known. Oh, Red Star. Question is, I forget, are the picture places, are the places of each of these colors and pictures the same every time? Or is it sort of like a procedurally generated randomizer, like they're different colors and shapes in different places every time? Not quite sure how it works, to be honest. Ow. I fell in the ball pit of death. Guess I really gotta time that, huh? There we go. Oh, so it is the same. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish I watched a walkthrough and got all the shapes and colors memorized before going into this, or maybe wrote it down. Then again, that would probably be cheating. Like looking up all of the locker codes for Doom 3, so you don't have to find them in game, and just get through the game quicker. It's cheating, but not really anything the game can do to stop you from doing it. Especially since it's not like a hack cheating or anything like that. No, it doesn't like the light, huh? Okay, so I saw a red star. Okay, so, did you guys see any other colored shapes while I was in there? Guess I gotta look for them again. So, yeah. Yeah, so far this game is pretty good. I mean, I thought it looked pretty good from just what I've seen in the Let's Plays. I'd say it plays alright for the most part as well. I honestly don't. I honestly don't think I can. I honestly don't think I can. I can like give a definitive answer or choose between this game and Happy Fun Land. They're both good in their own ways. Plus, I'm not sure if it's really fair to compare the two, since this is just like one chapter of a game that's yet to be. Orange O, yellow O, completed, or it's an episodic thing. So, and the other is like a full game. So, I'm not sure if it's really a fair comparison to make. So I guess I'll like reserve my judgment on that for now. Yeah, fair enough. Right, where's the circle? Circle, there we go. Let's see. Blue and green. I need to find a blue and green. I think I remember the triangle being green from what I've seen in the previous Let's Play. Oh, I have a every year close to Christmas. I do a video of my top 10 games of the year. I've done it for 2023 and 2022. You can check them out if you want. I'll say this much. I don't know. If I am going to put Indigo Park on this list and Happy Fun Land, maybe. I honestly don't know which one to put over the other. I had this idea that if, like, because, like, so many others, it's hard to fit both of those on the top 10 list. I had this idea that it might be considered kind of cheating for a top 10 list, but I was thinking of doing like sort of like a double feature entry where I would feature like both Indigo Park and Happy Fun Land sharing a single numbered entry spot on the list, and because like the games are very similar and a lot of the things I have to say about it can be applied to both games. Not to mention they're both fairly short games with simple concepts, so there's probably not a whole lot to say about both of them. And if I do it on like two separate spots on the list, I'm probably just gonna be repeating a lot of the same stuff twice. So, what do you think? Do you think it might be a good idea for me to do like sort of like a double feature entry, Indigo Park and Happy Fun Land for I don't know what number on the list yet. We're still only like halfway through the year. What do you think of the idea? Good, bad, I don't know. Then again, I did kind of already cheat last year's list by adding a number 0 to the list, but that's only because Resident Evil 4 and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom were like my top 2 games of the year, or like they were like tied for my number 1 game of the year, and I just felt like I couldn't choose between the two. So I decided to make Resident Evil 4 number 1 and Tears of the Kingdom number 0 was sort of like a surprise. So it's kind of like 2 number 1s in a way. Hey, I was right. Green triangle. Alright, now what's the blue again? Then again, I know what most of them are now, so I could just flip the blue over and over until it opens. Blue star. Didn't I already see that before? How did I miss that? That's 3 stars. Were there really that many stars? There we go. Yeah, tie entry. I guess it is could be kind of like that. That is kind of what I meant in a way. Alright, I know where this is going. Time for one heck of a chase sequence. What does this do again? Open the door? Yep. Oh boy, you guys ready for this? Alright, let's go. What? How did I get stuck? What? Nah, I've seen enough Let's Plays of this particular part to kind of know how it goes down. I doubt I'll be able to do this on my first run. But I think I know what to do. I do know there's some places where it looks like you're supposed to jump across, but you're really supposed to jump down. Like, oh jeez, those children's aching legs. Their poor legs. How did it not break them upon landing? Oh, frick! Get stuck even for a fraction of a second, you're probably screwed. Hey, I got a collectible, nice. Wait, am I actually doing this on my first try? Okay. I'm glad to be new here. Not anymore. Like. Mm-hmm. Hey, Rambly, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, he certainly is. Is it me, or did the effects just get even more like bloodied up when I looked away? Can I kick the heads like in build engine games? I guess not.
Okay, welcome to the crew, Rookie Wrangler Register. Your first official job as one of Ramley's Wranglers Register is to get out of the Ramley's Wranglers Register.
I didn't even know the blood was floating before. Does every new employee have to go through this? Oh, I can't collect that, okay.
Uh-oh, that Wrigley's
Oh, what's that?
room is only accessible by royal wranglers. Even one day you'll grow up big and strong enough to enter it. But for now,
Oh, wait, was I supposed to go in there? Honestly, I can't tell. Oh, those just wires. It almost looked like an outline of a dead body at first. Hey, Rambly, I have a question for you. If you ever met Randy Rodent, and if he or Mark Grizzly offered some sort of, collaboration business deal with, between Happy Funland and Indigo Park, would you accept or decline the offer? Just curious. That's with the bars on the window. Oh, I gotta see. Ooh. Oh, that's very nice detail on that tree, I'll say that. Sticking out. Is that a pirate wheel? Is there a pirate ride? You know, fun fact, in Happy Funland, there was, here I go again. There is one of the rides you go on in Happy Funland. It starts out as It's a Happy Little Grizzly World, which is like a parody of, like, It's a Small World After All or something like that. Sorry. And then the ride sort of like branches off into this place it wasn't supposed to go into, which then leads into somehow leads into a pirate's ride reminiscent of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's actually really funny. Not to mention, it's the only part of the game where you actually get a gun. Like an old school pirate flintlock pistol. Or two. Two. I hate hiccups. Hurts.
hey buddy, did you dig that out of the lost and found? Or was it in the trash? No surprise to guess that our park would dispose of a non-Indigo brand toy. I suppose he'd make playtime special for a child with poor taste, though.
Oh, that's mean.
Whoa, where'd you find that? I've never seen anyone wearing one. Pretty snazzy. Ooh, looks like there's an audio recording tag with costume in my database I've never noticed before. Let's listen.
Huh?
Hey, Jackson, you hear about the new mascots?
Yeah, think it'll put us out of a job?
I think so. Old sport. And right after we got this damn raccoon costume.
Man, screw this place. I said we get our asses out of here and go straight to Vegas.
Aw, come on. They didn't even document the Indigo inventory ID for the costume. I was really looking forward to that. What a useless recording. Deleted.
Deleted! Raunchy skeletons, yeah. A lot of, like, really weirdly pervy pirates on the ride. And, and for some reason, apparently, there were blow-up dolls, like, just lying around randomly in the pirate ride, and when you shoot them, they deflate and fly around everywhere like a deflating balloon, like zipping around everywhere, and it's hilarious.
Why do they only make fun of Lloyd? Is it because he's the loudest? I can be loud too! Where's my limited edition throwback plush? Where's Mommy's? Where's Finley's? It was just like the child in the car.
Ah, Hank. I knew he didn't like Lloyd, but I don't know. Well, you did get a special plush, right?
Wow, is that a limited edition gold rampant plush? Parents were fighting tooth and nail for those things when they came out. Seriously, our employees had to clean up so many straight teeth and nails. Hard to believe there was all that demand for a regular rampant plush from just plastic with gold spray paint.
I always find that weird how just make something gold and people will want it. It's weird. It's probably like one of the most cliche, laziest special edition tropes ever. You know, it's really like I've yet to have ever seen. I've rarely ever seen one where they do like a silver variation of that. I know silver's worth less, but it still looks good. The only time I've ever seen anything like that is like when there was like a silver Mario or Mega Man amiibo next to a gold one. Oh, and the most consistent example I can think of is the Dark Edition Skylanders, which they are also kind of guilty of doing like the golden limited edition thing, sort of. But at least they got a little bit more creative with it, where instead of just plain patternless, textureless gold, the legendary Skylanders were actually a mix of gold and really dark navy blue, and which eventually changed to gold and dark red when the latest game came. So at least they looked cool for the most part. Though, in my opinion, the Dark Edition Skylanders, which were basically like black and silver, looked even cooler. Oh, hey, Lloyd's here. I honestly don't know what to say. I am just running back and forth doing pretty much nothing, I just realized. Sometimes I have a bad habit of doing that when I'm just rambling on. I guess I can relate to rambling in that sense.
Whoa, where'd you get that? Brambleberries are my favorite! Oh, if only I could jump out of the screen and take a big bite. Don't eat it! Maybe I'll be able to one day!
Don't know how I would eat it, but okay. I think one of these... can I go in this door? I actually don't remember how it works. I think I remember seeing something where you can actually see like hiccups. Actually see like the big sea serpent guy coming out right in front of you, or was that more of like a boundary break wall clip hack thing? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, sorry if some of you got a little annoyed with me constantly talking about Happy Funland in comparison to this game, but it's kind of hard not to. Like, I do highly recommend checking it out, and you'll see exactly why I've been talking about it so much in the context of it relating to this game. If does anybody in this chat own like a VR headset, like a MetaQuest or a PS VR 2? Or anything else? Oh. Guess I shouldn't have tapped the glass.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
Ah, here comes the Rambly review.
Do you need a moment? Don't worry, it's fine. I don't blame you for taking a rest after all that. Heck, I could go for a nice, relaxing defragmentation myself. But before we settle down, you up for a little survey to help us improve the park?
Sure.
Thanks for visiting Indigo Park. Hope all your dreams came true. If you've got some time and you're out for a lark, stick around for the Rambly review. I'm here to offer
Oh, I can't actually control the cursor.
guest I assist. And lots of happy feedback ensures I get to exist.
Oh, you got a quest too. Nice.
Satisfied with the rides? Were you satisfied with your guide?
So, Vexidol. Since you do have a VR headset, I do highly recommend you check out Happy Funland. But since you do have is essentially required to play it, which not everyone owns or can afford. So I guess Happy Funland is one of those like games, because it's VR only. It's only accessible to like more niche gaming audience. Yeah, I definitely recommend it.
Here comes Rambly Review Part 2 to sell you on our task. I'm here to view and assess each valuable guest as I learn. And lots of happy feedback ensures you're gonna return. I'm so happy you rode a ride. I'm so happy to be your guide. So come back anytime, I'd love to see you again. In all my thousands of days, I've never had a friend like you. At least I hope I do. Indigo Park.
Yeah, it is a very nice song.
A stark contrast to everything I know this place should be. But out of the dark,
Sorry if that's getting a little annoying or disorienting.
faithful devotee. At Indigo Park, more than the remarks are mysteries. Even I don't know what we might find. But fight through the dark, and I'll be your spark of sunshine to get you out of any bind. Till all my old friends are united again, and I won't feel so left behind.
I still got 29 minutes left on my hour of data.
See you next time, buddy. Please.
Don't worry, Rambly. I'll be back real soon. In fact, I backed your Kickstarter for Chapter 2. Essentially, like a guaranteed pre-order of the next chapter. And I'm still debating on whether or not if I should get the Rambly plush from Makeshift. It's just a little bit pricey to have it like shipped to my location in Canada. So I'm not entirely sure yet. I do wish there was hold up. I thought controller support wasn't. I thought this game didn't have controller support. That's what the game. That's what it told me before I booted up the game. Was it recently added? Was I lied to? Could I have used a controller this whole time? If you do, you only got 6 days to get a Rambly plush. Well, thanks for letting me know. I see. Oh well. At least I got to test on my new webcam. Yeah, I got this brand new high quality webcam. Don't no longer have to use that like crappy one I used like once in like a Samba de Amigo stream. I'm not sure if anybody remembers that. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired too. I hope you have a good night as well, Afro Magic. I really appreciate you stopping by to watch my stream and whatnot. I'm glad I had some people to talk to here. That wasn't just another lonely stream. Sometimes I do feel a bit lonely and left behind when, like, there's like nobody there to like experience the game with me, which has happened a couple times in the past. I'm actually getting a little tired as well, but I'm also still a little talkative. So is there like a new game plus or something? What happens if I click continue? Do I just go back to the last autosave?
Hey, buddy. You okay?
Oh.
I'm kind of tired. Do you need a moment?
Okay, so it just takes me back there. Fair enough. Thank you so much for attending the stream, Vexidol. It was really fun having you here. I think you definitely made this stream a lot more fun, not just for me, but for everyone here. And I hope to see you again soon in a future stream, if you're interested. I don't know what I'll be playing next. I'm debating whether or not if I should do another Happy Funland stream, or if I should just finish the game on my own. I don't know. I will say this, for those of you who can't wait for Chapter 2 to come out and feel like you need something to like fill in that gap in the meantime to like, give you like a similar experience to this game, I'd say Happy Funland is definitely a good, at least, way to kill the time while waiting. Like it leans into the it goes even more in depth with the whole abandoned amusement park aesthetic, with how many rides you can ride, how many activities you can do, how many places to explore. I definitely recommend at least checking it out. Like, if you don't have a VR headset, I at least recommend watching a Let's Play, especially a Wolf in VR's Let's Play of it. Oh, hi, Catherine Myers. I'm afraid you just arrived right when I finished the game. But it's always good to see new faces around here. So yeah, I guess there's not much else I can say here. yeah, I think that's about all I can say for now. If anyone's interested in joining the Happy Funland subreddit or Discord server, it'd be nice, but it's up to you. I really do want to help this this game's community grow, and I do think that fans of Happy Funland would. Not sure if I'd say they would enjoy the game just as much as Indigo Park, or at least I'm sure they at least find it interesting, to say the least. Yeah, I'm just rambling on now. Couldn't pick a better stream to do it. So yeah, I think it's I've been streaming for over an hour and a half now, so I think it's a good time to just end it here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and yeah, I think that's about it for now. I'll catch you guys later. I'll stay tuned for the upcoming episode of Show Off Showdown and other things to come in the